Do you guys usually see a lot of wildlife?
In this area, especially in the fall, we see a lot of bull moose that gather in this area. I haven't seen a lot on Flat Top itself.
So people who are wanting to be on this hike, what do you think they should know before they go?
Check the weather.
Yeah.
All right, we are here.
The view's amazing.
So you can see it continues on. What I like when you get to the top is all of a sudden you get to see into the Chugach as well. But this is it, Mount Baldy.
To learn more about
like
this
day like today, I still have long sleeves and long pants on. And I gotta check out the bench.
I always love the bench spots because it's a nice little way to refresh.
Such a beautiful, clear day.
It is.
Can't always see mountains on the other side of the inlet.
We're gonna take us.
All of these glaciers pushed out from the Harding Ice Field around 1800. And you can get a really good view of that if you go to Exit Glacier as you're driving into the park. If some of these bigger ones start to break up and roll, it can sound like a gunshot or like thunder. But don't be alarmed, just look at me. If I am calm, then we are.
Yeah,
I love it when this mist is coming off the water like this.
I do too.
It's really pretty.
Do you ever get tired of seeing a view like this?
No, I don't. We chose to do it here because of the variety in the ride. We go through the woods, we go through the water, we ride on the beach and the sand dunes in an hour and a half, 2 hours. We get a lot of variety out of a ride. You know, there's a really gorgeous spot. Let's ride right up here. Somebody booked a ride, and then in the comments it said wedding, so we were like, okay, whatever. And yeah, you sent me pictures, they got married right up there.
Some have to reach a little bit further to get an additional stretch on that. She likes to do that. You could always come back and I'm gonna go to the Valley Warrior. And see, she's not gonna, but wherever they are, you could
They're
just
still
follow them.
connected.
Yeah, absolutely.
The big thing is being connected with your dog while doing something like this.
Nope.
Wasn't hard getting up here.
No.
Now, I'll tell you how I feel once we're going up further and down, but
If you are not up to the peak, I would say just go to the ridge and then come back. Let's go to the peak.
we finally made it. So this is Rendezvous Peak.
Yes. Coming up here is a great view. I would highly recommend it.
Gonna add my rock to the collection. A good amount of rocks.
And Brad wrote, it's still August, ... Brace yourself, pumpkin spice latte, everything is coming.
So true. I was surprised on our Facebook page, 44% said, meh, I'll pass.
Well, I just want to note that our producer, he's one of the ones that said no, and I have changed his mind this morning with some pumpkin spice latte. He actually said it was pretty good.
Cassie, coffee on Cassie this morning.
That's Grandma. She'd love to see you here at Fright Night.
Solberg hopes this haunted house scares many people for many years to come. Kathy Sherm, KTVA 11 News. This house behind me here was completely devastated from the earthquake on Friday. You can see it's sideways and you can't even see the bottom floor of this two-story house. We're going to take a closer look so you guys can see some of the damages. Now you see broken windows, broken frames, but the big thing here is this is where the structure of the house originally was and how far it moved back. I spoke to the man who was inside this house during the earthquake, and he tells me he's just lucky to be alive.
The neighborhood now is taking things into their own hands.
Hey folks, someone sleeping right there? Man, this is a park, it's not a place to sleep. We're gonna report it, and I suggest that you head out pretty soon. Get out of here. There's been a tremendous growth in these camps here in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. There's no question.
And now some say is the time the city needs to do something.
You know, we have to get beyond our horror stories because everybody has one.
One thing I've seen these last couple of years is black bears eating the cottonwood seeds. They'll go 50, 60 feet up in the tree, break off a branch and strip the seeds. They'll love those seeds. Here's the big view.
Oh, wow.
Eagle Glacier itself is about 14 or 15 miles up the valley from here, the source of Eagle River. So this is the salmon viewing deck.
This is absolutely one of my favorite places to fly. You get up above these mountains and you can see everything. It's incredible.
So there's a lot of prep work when it comes to setting this up.
Yeah, so there's a ton of prep work, especially at tandem. Setting this up is like the most crucial part. I'm gonna pull it up a tiny bit, make sure everything was right. All right. So what's gonna happen, I'm gonna go, take a couple steps forward, go ahead, take a couple steps forward, it's gonna go boom, it's gonna yank us, run, 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 go. All right, stop, perfect. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Cool.
All right, so we're gonna go through that whole process, ready? Run, run, run.
Run,
run, run, run.
I'm running, I can't.
I know, don't worry, don't worry. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Okay, we're gonna run, here we go. There we go. All right, we're flying.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome! How would you explain the feeling that this gives you to someone that's never done something like this?
So, to me, this is like, honestly, truly like a bird, you're in the elements, we're feeling the air, we're really flying. We're using nature to go up. It's an incredible feeling.
This is amazing.
Feel the turbulence?
Yeah.
So now we're going up, see?
Oh, awesome!
So that's like the beginning of a thermal right there. Okay. If it heats up enough, we'll be able to really ride that the whole way up this ridge. And that's nature, And when it really works, oh man, you go really fast.
We wanted to do something in remembrance of my granddad, and we figured, what a better time to do it than give a Christmas present to someone in need.
1, 2, 3.
Are you surprised?
Surprised, shocked, blessed. I mean, it's wow.
Expect a lot more traffic on trails this morning in the next half hour of Daybreak. We'll check in with Cassie Sherm. She is biking to work this morning. She'll give us an update on those trail conditions.
I'm hoping to teach you a little bit more about mushrooms.
I'm excited, so let's go ahead and head on that way.
All right, grab my mushroom basket.
Can you tell me a little bit about what exactly fungi is?
TVA 11's Cassie Sherm is downtown for a candlelight vigil for the Covenant House. Hi, Cassie.
Hey, Megan. Hey, Joe. So a large crowd showed up to the vigil tonight. It actually just ended, but there's still a large amount of people hanging around. And they were holding candles like this one here, showing their support for the homeless youth here in Anchorage. If you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas under your Christmas tree or in your stocking, don't worry, you're not alone. Hundreds of Alaskans hit the mall today to get shopping done, returns, exchanges, and a little extra gifts for themselves.
Street cred here. I have never used an emoji before. I guess
Because you haven't, I have a little emoji book.
She gave me the
just
book.
for
This
you.
is great. Thank you. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to sit there and
So
look
what does
through.
it say? Is that a guide to understanding emojis?
Now, these security cameras catch all sorts of things here in Alaska, but for one Alaska couple, they had one doorbell ring on this camera here that they weren't expecting.
KTVA's Cassie Sherm is riding down the newly opened 100th Avenue with one of our photojournalists. Cassie, how will this opening be good for drivers?
Well, Scott, so it's going to be opening up from Minnesota to C Street, and they've been working on this project all summer, and it's finally done. And I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see the road that we're on right now if you guys haven't seen it just yet.
It's so pretty. You don't have a lot of trails, I think, where you're going up through woods like this.
No, it's usually a quick little section.
Yeah. No, this is the steepest little section right here. And then it's a little bit more gradual for a little ways. So you go all the way to Mount Magnificent.
On this, as it gets steeper, just make sure you have a really good set for your foot before you push off. Definitely a stair stepper workout.
Seriously.
The main problem for the sport is a lot of people just don't know what curling is.
Well, I'm a hairstylist, and most people think that
Yeah, for sure. We made it to the bottom part where you can see the bottom of the waterfall, and it's pretty nice views.
It is, but as you see, this is a little bit rocky and muddy and slippery, so some people climb up on those rocks, but I would say
I'll stick to right here.
It looks like there's a trail on the other side, but you're gonna get wet to go see that one.
Dude, maybe on a warmer day, a little bit less water, but the views are amazing. Yes, I love this bridge.
Certainly impressive.
This is nice. Okay. Okay, this is pretty cool. We're almost there.
You're almost there.
So close.
Nicely done.
We made it. Oh my God, that was so much fun.
The inlet, you should take.
Oh wow, this is a pretty good view.
Well, I mean, you think about some people who live in this city their whole life and they just don't realize what's out there.
This is the most spectacular scenery.
I don't
Alyeska is going to continue making more snow like this back behind me here so they can hopefully open the bottom part of the mountain sometime soon. Cassie Sherm, KTVA 11 News.
Shaped puffball. Oh. It's, you know, kind of shaped like an upside down pear, I guess. But this is a really good one to know because it's fairly common in this area, and all puffballs are edible.
Here in Alaska, the best thing you can do if you do see wildlife like this back behind me here in an office building or outside is to keep your distance. Cassie Sherm, KTVA 11 News.
You just exercise and take your time to skate.
Those reasons that keep them strapping in their skates.
Now, if you don't want to skate through the snow, don't worry. You're not alone. There are still skating areas that you can go to, and you can find those at KTVA.com. Cassie Sherm, KTVA 11 News. Now, I'm going to keep on skiing, guys. Bye.